In today's video, I need to explain to you why net worth explodes after 100K. So let me show you the math first, and then I'll show you what you need to do. So let's start with this demonstration. So what if I give you a choice? I'll give you two offers, and then you tell me which one that you would rather take. Offer number one, I will give you $1 million right now. And offer number two, I will give you a penny right now. And every day for 30 days, I will double your money. So which offer would you take? Offer number one provides you with $1 million, and here's what offer number two provides you with. So on the first day, you start off with a penny. And on the second day, you have 2 cents. Day 3, 4 cents. Day 4, day 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So your first 10 days are very boring, and then it speeds up. So take a look at day 11, day 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And these last 10 days, it gets very exciting. On day 21, you're at $10,486. Day 22, day 23, day 24, 25, 26, 27, day 28, you're over $1 million. Day 29 and day 30. If you chose option number 2, you would end up with over $5 million. That is the power of compounding. Now, please pay attention to this part because you will get it. Why your net worth explodes after 100K. So look at how slow the progress was the first few days. Day 1, you have 1 penny. Day 2, 2 cents. Day 3, 4 cents, etc. After 10 days, you have about $5, that's nothing. But then the growth starts to meaningfully accelerate. So look at the next 10 days, starting off with day 11. And then it's really the next 10 days where the money just explodes higher. I mean, look at these amounts, look at the growth rate. It gets very wild. Now, in this analogy, getting your net worth to 100K is like getting to day 20. The first part of your journey is slow and boring, and it's a grind. But then after that, it starts to really skyrocket. That's because your money is making you money, and because with a larger quantity of money, you will make more money. So this is why it's so easy for rich people to stay rich, and this is why it's so important for you to get your net worth to 100K as quickly as possible. So that demonstration showed you the power of compounding. Now I want to show you compounding in action when it comes to your net worth. I will show you the math so that you can witness the numbers for yourself and you'll understand why this is so important. And we'll use round numbers to make things easier. So let's say you're able to save $10,000 each year to invest. And let's say that you're able to get a rate of return of 10% a year. So in your first year, you save up $10,000 and you invest it on, let's just say December 31st. So you end the year with 10K. In year 2, that 10K will make you $1,000. And you save an additional $10,000 for that year. So you end the year with $21,000. So in year 3, you now have more money making you money. And you save another 10K and you end the year with $33,100. So the cycle continues and you get this snowball effect. In year 4, $46,410. Year 5, 6, 7, and so on. Now, getting to your first $100,000 will take you 8 years. Getting to your next $100,000 will take you 4 years. Your next $100,000 will take you 3 years. So what's going on here? Again, it speeds up. The process of making more money becomes easier because your money is making you money, and it's a vicious cycle in a good way. So once you get here, year 24 to 25, your net worth will increase by $100,000 in 1 year. Once you get here, year 25 to 26, your net worth will increase by $100,000 in less than 1 year. So that's the power of compounding. Okay, so what's the lesson here? Well, I would say there are a lot of lessons here. It's easier to make money when you have money. Rich people have an unfair advantage. Compounding is the 8th wonder of the world. So yes, those are all correct answers. However, the lesson that is most important for you is that you need to get your net worth to $100,000 as quickly as possible so that your net worth can explode higher. So the longer that you drag getting there, then you are delaying your wealth explosion. If you never get there, then you will never experience this wealth explosion. But what's the problem? Let's keep it real. The problem is, how are you supposed to get $100,000? So listen, you're not going to magically come up with $100,000 in 1 year. At least most people will not. It's going to take you years. But remember that getting your first 100K will be your hardest 100K. And here's a truth that you must realize. The majority of your first 100K will come from money that you work for and saved up. So looking back to our previous example, look at the math. For your first 100K of net worth, about 72,000 of that came from you working and saving that up. Now, with that being said, I must tell you this. If your net worth is less than $100,000, that is why it's so important to save every dollar that you can. Because the quicker that you can get to 100K, the sooner you will see your net worth start to skyrocket. So you already know what you need to do. You need to live within your means. You need to spend less than you make. So it's just a matter of you having the discipline to execute. And you also already know this is just a reminder that you will need to make sacrifices to save up your first 100K. So will making sacrifices be fun and pleasurable? So no, of course not. But it will be short-term pain for long-term gain. So Charlie Munger, who is Warren Buffett's right-hand man, said, and I quote, "The first 100K is a bitch, but you got to do it. I don't care what you have to do, find a way to get your hands on 100,000. And I must tell you this because so many people overlook this. At the end of the day, you're trying to spend less than you make, right? So that you have money left over to save and invest. And most people overly focus on cutting back their spending. So yes, that's important, but so many people neglect the income part of the equation. You must also seek to increase your income because there are only so many expenses that you can cut, especially these days with the cost of living being so outrageously high because of inflation. So many people are only spending on essentials and still there's nothing left over at the end of the day to save and invest. So there's nothing left to cut is what I'm saying. So don't neglect growing your income. So I have a lot of videos and content on that topic. And my last piece of advice that I want to share with you is to start investing early, even if you have little money. You have witnessed how the early stages of investing and growth are slow and boring, right? But that's just the way it is. The sooner you get started, the quicker you'll get through that boring phase, and the sooner you'll get to that explosive growth. So do it in a retirement account, do it in a stock market account, a brokerage account. Just get started. The earlier, the better. So this is how people get rich. Trust the math, trust the process. Now, if you want my opinion on what I would do if I'm trying to get my net worth to 100K, I'll give you my strategy. This is what I would do. So I would take a two-pronged approach. So number one, I would invest money in the stock market. So I would look for every advantage that I could get. So I would do so in a retirement account. If your employer offers you a match on your 401k or 403b or whatever plan, take advantage. Take advantage of the tax benefits of tax-free growth as well. And I like the Roth IRA very much. So I've been very clear about that in my previous videos. I would invest my money in index funds, ETFs, so mutual funds. So I would keep it simple. I would keep contributing money each paycheck and just set it and forget it. And number two, the other thing that I would do is save money for a down payment to buy a home. So this is under assumption that you found an area that you want to settle down in. So basically, you will use the leverage and inflation to your advantage. So let me give you an example. Let's say that you can save $40,000 to place a down payment on a $400,000 home. So listen, I know that you're going to pay PMI if you can't put down 20%, but not everyone has that luxury. So if you can, good for you. Now with $40,000, you have an asset that's worth $400K. If home prices inflate by 10%, then your home just went up in value by $40,000 from $400K to $440. Now, as you're saving money for a down payment, I would put my money in a high-yielding savings account. So currently, at the time of making this video, it's easy to get a savings account that pays 4% to 5% interest. And I would make sure that my money that I'm saving is in a reputable financial institution. So stay away from unreputable, shady banks like Yada Bank that decided to become an online casino. So yes, the one that Graham Stephan promoted. So that's my advice. Let me know what you think. So listen, I want to end with this message. I want to see you get wealthy. I want to see you get financially free. And no, it's not going to be easy. Yes, it's a very difficult process, but I'm rooting for you. Thank you so much, and I wish you a very nice day. Take care.